house, and Jupiter aligns with Mars.
Then peace will guide the planets,
And love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. 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 Harmony and understanding, sympathy and trust abounding. No more falsehoods or derisions, golden living dreams of visions,
mystic crystal revelation,
and the mind's true liberation. Aquarius, Aquarius.
when the moon is in the 7th house, and Jupiter aligns with Mars.
Then peace will guide the planets, and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. 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 Hey there, people all around the world, men and women, boys and girls. The time has come to occupy. It's much too late to judge and cry. Think about a love revolution, and it's here again. And it's time to let the sun shine in. Come together and sing out strong. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in. The sun shine in. Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in. The sun shine in. All around the world. Let the sun shine. Come together. Let the sun shine. Sunshine. The sun shine in. Everybody sing. Let the sun shine. Open up your hearts. Let the sun shine. Sunshine. The sun shine. Come together and sing out strong for a peaceful planet where we all belong. Replace all fears with love and grace. We are different shades of one human race. It's the place to chase. The revolution is here again. It's near again. The resolution will now begin for all to let the sun shine in.
Heart is breaking today, but I'm not broken yet. I try to be optimistic, even though I'm upset. I won't live in fear of this great unknown. Life as we knew it is gone forever. What will it be like the next time we're together? I'm keeping the faith. We'll see a better day. I look for the rainbow in the stark gloomy sky. I'm full of questions and I wanna know why we're at this place with no turning back. I pray when I wake up and when I go to sleep for a miracle to happen. We're in trouble deep and I'm keeping the faith. We'll see a better day. There's a time for everything, everything in its time. I'm holding on by a thread before I lose my mind. How much more suffering can this world stand? We're all socially distanced, we can't go anywhere. How did we get here? Sometime life's unfair. I'm keeping the faith. We'll see a better day. I look for the rainbow in this dark gloomy sky. I'm full of questions and I wanna know why we're at this place with no turning back. I pray when I wake up and when I go to sleep for a miracle to happen. We're in trouble deep and I'm keeping the faith. We'll see a better day. Then I think of all I have to be thankful for. My family and friends, I need nothing more. I choose to live in joy. No one can take away. I hold my head up high, I keep pressing on to the prize before me. When it's over and done, I'm keeping the faith to see a better day. I look for the rainbow in the dark gloomy sky. I'm full of questions and I wanna know why we're at this place with no turning back. I pray when I wake up and when I go to sleep for a miracle to happen. We're in trouble deep and I'm keeping the faith. We'll see a better day. I'm keeping the faith. We'll see a better day. We'll see a better day. We'll see a better day.
There was a time in my life when I had blurred vision. I wasn't finding peace anywhere, and I certainly wasn't finding truth in religion. So one day I decided that I would sit in the silence in my room, and I vowed that I would stay there till something in me moved, and I heard a voice. It was a still, small voice, and this is what it said. God is here, here. No matter where I am, God is here. God is here. God is here. No matter where I am, God is here. Now I see God everywhere, a little more each day. I see God in the flowers and in the bills that I choose to pay. I'm feeling God in my breath, spoken with each word. Oh, I'm feeling God breathe His life into me. Let God's love be God is here. No matter where I am, God is here. God is here. God is here. No matter where I am, God is here. Well, there once was a wise man, and this is what he said. He said that God is good all of the time, and that's stuck, oh, it's stuck in my head. So I said it as my mantra. Each and every day I said it until I believed it. Now that's my life each and every day. Yes, I finally achieved it. Sing it with me now. God is here. God is here. No matter where I am, God is here. God is here. No matter where I am, God is here. God is here. God is here. No matter where I am, God is here.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome.
Hello, and welcome to the People of Diversity Sunday service. We are a multi-faith community, and we believe there are many paths to one divinity. So if you would like more information about the People of Diversity or the pod, go to www.peopleofdiversity.org, and there'll be more announcements after the message, so stick around. This is our last week on the topic of passion. It has been a very interesting, cool topic, and all the talks have been different, approached passion from a very unique perspective. So I encourage you, if you missed any of those talks, to go back and watch them. Last week we had our Muslim representative, Naran Sykes, and her musical guest was Neil McNaughton. Today is our Buddhist Sensei Dave Vidito, and his musical accompaniment will be the Joy Band, which are some friends of ours for a long time, but this is their first time of being a pod music act. So we're looking forward to hearing that. Next week we begin our new topic, and it is the subject of duality. So our first speaker will be Shaman Jerry Nedesheim, and her musical guest will be Jennifer Farron. So we will see you on the other side.
Good morning. We're so happy to be here singing for you. We are known as the Joy Band. And to my left is Suzanne, Kim, and I'm Jan. We're called the Joy Band because we really like to bring joy and we love to laugh. We've been laughing already, actually. And so with that in mind, this next song, which I wrote, is called Stinkin' Thinkin', and it's supposed to bring a smile to your face. Did I say that already?
No. Keep going.
I said it twice, because it's really important. Anyway, I hope I'm not the only one that has this problem. Stinkin' thinkin'.
I can think it over, instead I overthink. It's causing me some trouble and I can't sleep a wink. I'm thinking I'd be better to put my brain on hold, 'cause my stinking thinking is really getting old. I need to face my problems, I know that's a fact. I must consider what is best, and when it's time to act, I can list the pros and cons to help me to decide. But if the lists are balanced, the logic is denied. I can ask my buddies to tell me what to do, but too often it turns out they haven't got a clue. I can write Dear Abby to give me some advice, or I could try my gambling luck and simply toss the dice. With all my stinking thinking, my brain's on overload. If I don't find relief soon, my head may well implode. There's got to be an answer, some wisdom to be found. Because of stinking thinking, my head goes round and round. But if I turn things over and simply let them go, I trust that God will show to me what I need to know. I can take a cleansing breath. That's always where I start. The answer will be clear to me, and I will know my part. I stop my stinking thinking and listen to my heart.
Today is another in our series on passion, today from the Buddhist perspective. This song that I wrote is my understanding of that perspective. It's entitled, aptly enough, The Buddhist Way of Passion.
The Once I found it, I will know. I will cease my endless searching and step into the flow of peace and love and giving. This truth will set me free. This Buddhist way of passion is what I choose to see. For what I have, I'll not hold tight. I'll let it go when it feels right. And when I crave, may I not lose sight that having more brings but brief delight. I stop my struggles, just let go, and answers will appear. I trust my knowing and my heart, so I let go of fear. And in the stillness deep inside, with clarity of mind, this Buddhist way of passion is there for me to find. For what I take, I'll owe a debt. For what I share, I won't regret. But when I give, may I not forget that in giving more, the more I get. The Buddhist way of passion, once I found it, I will know. I will cease my endless searching and step into the flow of peace and love and giving. This truth will set me free. This Buddhist way of living is how I choose to be.
Good afternoon. My name's Dave Vitito. I'm with Open Mind Zen down in Melbourne, Florida. Here today to talk about passion. So, passion from a Buddhist perspective is kind of an interesting topic because passion is a double-edged sword. There are some positive aspects to it, things that I'll say are perhaps wholesome or healthy, but there are aspects to passion that I would call unwholesome or unhealthy. And so I kind of want to look at both today, both the unhealthy and the healthy. And there is actually a tendency, I think, within Buddhist teachings to focus on that unhealthy side. But I think it's important to balance it out with both sides. So let's see. So in Pali, Pali and Sanskrit are the languages that a lot of the sutras in Buddhism are written in. But in ancient Pali, there's a word raga, which is usually translated as passion, and then there's the opposite, viraga, which is dispassion. And there are areas in which raga, or passion, is a good thing, right? So passion for the Dharma is a good thing. By extension, a wholesome passion for life is a good thing. A passion for caring for one another is a good thing. Right? The desire to grow, right? To learn, the passion for connecting. All of these are wonderful things, right? We, as Buddhists, we take the vow to save all sentient beings. That's going to take a little passion to make that happen, right? So it can be a good thing. But raga, passion, is something to watch out for because it can easily shift. It can easily cause suffering in our lives because what we are passionate about can very easily become what we are attached to or obsessed with. And it's closely related to the three poisons in the Mahayana tradition of Buddhism. And these three poisons are the unwholesome roots that lead to negative states, lead to attachment, lead to suffering, or suffering maybe is not the right word, but chronic dissatisfaction. Maybe that's a better way of putting it. And so the three poisons are delusion, greed, hatred. Right? Delusion, also known as ignorance, greed or sensory attachment, and hatred is an aversion. So passion is a type of sensory attachment, right? Or it's a type of internal attachment that's kind of related in there. And so these are things that we talk about in Buddhism as things to watch, or things to either transcend or set aside or work with and transmute into something different. So passion is often a form of sensory attachment. And there's an excellent example for me. So, being a slightly neurodivergent person, I have a tendency to hyper-focus on things. And one of my current projects is a little electronics project. That's a nice little thing I'm learning, right? I'm learning new things. It's kind of an interesting little project, but because I lock in, right, there's an attachment there, an attachment that comes out of the fact that my brain is a little different, right? It likes to lock in. It's easy to lose track of time. It's easy to forget all those other things I should be doing. It's easy to forget to reach out to other people because I'm caught up in my own world. So that's an example from my own life where there's nothing wrong with that ability to hyper-focus and to lock into this thing that I'm passionate about. But I can't let it take over. I can't let it rule my entire day. I have to put it in context of all of the other things that I need to do in life, be in life, all the other experiences and things that are happening. So passion is only a stone's throw away from obsession. And I can see that in myself in that simple little example. But there's other things, right? Other aspects, right? Love, attraction, hatred. Those are all forms of passion. And those can easily become obsessions. And obsessions are when we lose control. Obsession is when we lose perspective. And obsession, right, that attachment, that's when passion can become unhealthy. Sometimes this obsession could even get into addiction, depending on what it is. And when that newness, the newness of your passion fades, as it always does, right? When the new car smell of life is gone and the passion fades, but you have those habits, right? That obsession, the addiction, whatever it is. It's so easy to be our own version of Ahab chasing the white whale. So a healthier perspective on passion is to view it almost like a flower blooming in the sun, and eventually it wilts away, right? Passions kind of come and they go. Holding on to it, that's where some of the challenges come in, or some of the difficulty, or where things to watch for, right? How often have you jumped head first, passionate about a new project, a new job, a new love, something, but then when that passion fades, what's left? So it's a wonderful thing if used creativity or used for creativity. It can be used in a healthy, helpful way in your life. But all things come and they go. It's the impermanence of life. And so using this passion that you have, which I think is a normal part of being human, cultivating it in a healthy, healthy way is a good thing. I found a summary of some psychological research, and it kind of mirrors what I'm seeing in my own personal practice and what I'm seeing or what I know of Buddhist teaching. And this was kind of a oversimplification in a lot of ways, but it classified two types of passion: harmonious passion and obsessive passion. And so harmonious passion is characterized by freely choosing to engage in an activity that is important and aligns with one's identity without feeling an uncontrollable urge. On the other hand, obsessive passion is driven by a sense of uncontrollable urge and may actually conflict with other aspects of your life. I would humbly suggest that it is possible to have both of these at the same time. And that's a little more complicated, but I think something that is harmonious can easily transform into something that's more obsessive. And there can be aspects of both of these that are interplaying with each other. And the research suggests that harmonious passion leads to more adaptive outcomes: flow, positive emotions, psychological well-being, physical health, positive relationships. Where in contrast, obsessive passion is associated with less adaptive outcomes, they say, right? More challenges, more difficulties, right? So healthy, unhealthy, harmonious, or obsessive. Now, if you look at some of the Buddhist teachings, a lot of Buddhist teachers will say that the opposite of passion is what's preferred: dispassion. And for me, it depends on what you mean by this word dispassion, because one of the tricky things with Buddhism and many other religions is that you're looking at these ancient words and you're translating them. In this case, not being a scholar, I don't know what the original word that was eventually translated into dispassion. Actually, I guess it's viraga, now that I think about it. But there's always details there. And so if by this you mean disconnection, if by dispassion you mean not engaging, right, separate from, then I would argue for my own practice and my own personal perspective that misses the point. But I think there are some Buddhists that kind of view that. In ancient Buddhism, there was this concept of the goal of the practice was to become an arhat. And an arhat is an enlightened being that is so enlightened that they are free of this world, not affected by this world. They're, in a sense, above this world. And that's an ancient idea that now in Zen or in the newer Mahayana traditions, and I think even in Theravada traditions, it's not about being an arhat. At least in Zen and Mahayana flavor of Buddhism, it's not about being an arhat. It's not about transcending this world. It's about being a bodhisattva. Bodhisattva is someone who has achieved some level of enlightenment, right? Understanding, right? They've pierced through into the meaning of life and themselves and what this is, right? Some level of understanding, and they want to share it, right? We vow Right? These are the 4 vows of the Bodhisattva. We vow to save all sentient beings. Not all people, not all animals, all beings. And so we refuse to separate ourselves, right? Instead, we engage. We engage. And so, to me, I would suggest that it's inhuman to think that anyone can ever be completely dispassionate. At least not without, some sort of psychological disorder being there. There are some psychological disorders where there is true dispassion. So, but setting that aside, right? So, if by dispassionate you mean ability to see the big picture, not getting lost in your obsessive or compulsive behaviors, taking your own passions, love, anger, all of that, not taking it too seriously, allowing them to blossom into sun and then fade. And for me, this idea of Zen dispassion is being willing to take a stand on important issues of the day, engaging, but doing so in a way where I am open to the idea and fully aware that I might be wrong, that there might be other perspectives, or that maybe my opinion is from one perspective and that there are others in this very complicated world that we live in. So I can engage, but I do it from a perspective of an opening, listening mind, and an open and listening heart, and being willing to learn and grow in the process. And so for me, this Zen perspective on passion is a balance. Most things in Zen practice are about balance in one form or another. The middle path, right? Right? So not so engaged that I become obsessed, right? Compulsive. That this passion becomes disharmonious, and I wind up suffering, right? Because of it. At the same time, I don't want to disconnect, right? Not engage, not be able to connect with the people around me. There's something in the middle, right? I can engage, I can be passionate, I can be creative, I can be present in the moment, freely flowing, right, as the situation calls for, but at the same time not grasping it, not holding on, allowing myself to see the big picture, Buddha mind, big mind, God, right? Whatever your word is, I can see that from that bigger perspective, have an open mind, realize that I might not be right, be open to learning, be open to the idea that it's okay for me not to know. It's okay for people to be different from me, even if I don't understand it. It's okay. So passion, perspective, perhaps. That I think that really those have to come together. And that's really getting at the core of Zen, at least in particular at Open Mind Zen here in Melbourne. One of the precepts that we give as part of our precept ceremony is it recognizes that life is our practice, right? The practice is not on the cushion. The practice is not when I meditate. Life is my practice. And that means I cannot separate practice from life. All aspects of life are practice, the good and the bad. So even if I am being passionate, maybe I'm hooked in and I am kind of stuck, there's my practice. See if I can let go. See if I can loosen those attachments. See if I can examine what is at the root of those attachments. That's the real meat of it, right? Why? What is it inside of me? What aspect of myself is holding on? And often when you really get at that, that's when you really discover things about yourself, right? But all things, the good, the bad, the joyful, the difficult, it's all life. It is all our practice. The Dharma, the teachings are alive in every moment. And here we are. So I guess my suggestion is live life with passion, right? Engage, be creative. Find those things that you enjoy and love. But watch yourself, right? When are you getting hooked? And it takes some practice. Be gentle with yourself, right? Don't take yourself so seriously. And if you find you are getting stuck or you are getting hooked, I do recommend reaching out to a teacher, either in Zen or some other tradition, right? Because every once in a while, talking, right? Even if they're not giving you any advice, sometimes just talking out loud can make a big difference, and you can discover things. And then finally, I'll just mention in passing, where would we be without compassion, right? It's another flavor of passion, co-passion, or compassion. And this is where you are able to experience the suffering, the challenges, the joys of another. Through compassion, by experiencing this, by seeing that we really aren't that different. There go I, but a few, changes in circumstances and maybe different parents, but we're the same, right? We're made of the stuff of stars, all of us. And through compassion, right, by understanding, having some level of feeling someone else's challenges or joys, I can be there with them. I can witness. I can do something. All right? Buddhism is the practice of doing. It doesn't look like it because we're sitting on the cushion all the time. But sitting on the cushion at the end of the day doesn't mean a damn thing if you don't do something, right? We engage, right? We engage internally. We engage others. We do so joyfully, sometimes sorrowfully, but we're here, we're engaging, saving all sentient beings. So if that isn't passion, I'm not sure what passion really is. So let's try a meditation exercise. Before we start, I'll step you through a little breathing exercise to settle in. But think of something you're passionate about. I would suggest something a positive thing, right? Hatred is a type of passion, but let's not go with that for our meditation practice today. Pick something positive, something you enjoy. Maybe something you are a little hooked on. Just a little something, okay? So kind of settle in your chair or cushion, however you're sitting. If you're sitting in a chair, feet on the floor, see if you can feel the floor, the bottoms of your feet. Hands resting in your lap. Try to sit upright. Try not to slouch. And to start with, just take several deep breaths. Nice, low from the belly, deep breaths in and out on your own. And if you'd like, when you breathe out, purse your lips like you're blowing through a straw and make it a nice audible sound. And just repeat that. Hear your breath, feel your breath, Stomach and chest expanding and contracting. Feeling the weight of your body against the chair or the cushion. Maybe feeling your shoulders relax ever so slightly. And now smile to yourself. And just take in this moment, just for now. Just as it is. Not forcing it to be one thing or another. Just accept it. Good. Now bring that thing that you're passionate about to your mind. And as you kind of think about that, notice how you're feeling. As you roll this around in your mind, are you happy or not? Do you feel something in your body, perhaps? Maybe the chest, the heart chakra, the throat, the limbs. Do you notice anything in the body? Now see if you can leave that thing that you're passionate about there in the room. Expand your awareness now to where you are bigger than the room and you see it down there. And allow your awareness to expand even further, larger than the room, larger than the building. Imagine holding the entire world in your mind's eye. And as you breathe, the world breathes. Each being on this world that we're holding in our mind's eye has their passions. Each being has their challenges. Each being ultimately wants to be healthy and happy. Hold them as you sit. Good. And when you're ready, go ahead and take a few deep breaths. You can open your eyes. Maybe move around a little bit. And welcome back. To me, that's the perspective, that last part where you're holding the world and all of the joys and challenges of the world. That's the perspective of Kanzeon, right? The Bodhisattva of compassion. Compassion beyond compassion. We are here together. And when you see that you're not separate from that, how can you not engage? So with that, I will leave you, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.
Thank you to the Joy Band. It's great seeing you all, and we really appreciated that and are glad to have you joining the family. Sensei Dave, you are always amazing and have such a great. I'm sure it's always hard being the last speaker on a topic, and you batted the ball right out of the park. So thank you. We appreciate you. Philip, Lupo, and tech team, you guys are the best. We can't even imagine how we would get along without you. So if you are out there in the world and you have needs for this kind of services, either virtual or in person, contact Philip and he will set you up. Immediately following the morning service, we do a live Zoom deep dive for 30 minutes. We talk about the message. Sometimes the speakers can join us, sometimes they can't. And we get on there and we just share thoughts, check in. It's a lot of fun. So if you want to join us for that, that would be great. You can look at past services on Facebook, our Facebook group, our Facebook page, or you can go to the People of Diversity YouTube channel. We show the morning service live on there on Sunday morning at 10:30, just like on Facebook Live. And the cool thing about the YouTube channel is they have a playlist function where you can go in and you can search on faith or you can search on topic and pull the talks up like that. So it makes it real easy to find what you're looking for. We will rebroadcast the morning service on Facebook Live at 5:45 p.m. on Sunday evening. So if you know somebody that you think would appreciate hearing what you heard this morning, if you're watching the morning service, send them back or go back and watch yourself. I like to watch twice whenever I get the opportunity. We have started doing live events, and this has been a whole lot of fun. We're doing at the Unitarian Universalist Friendship Fellowship in Rockledge, Florida, on the first and the last Monday nights of the month from 7 to 9 p.m. It starts at 7 and goes, it's not going to go past 9 p.m. But last week, Sue Bailey led us in a spiritual exercise that was incredible. And we had the people that were there really enjoyed it. We had good discussion, and it was a lot of fun and very enlightening, to say the least. This Monday, will be August the 5th. This Monday, August the 5th, Shaman Jerry Nedesheim is in the Sisters of the Traveling Mystics. Is that right? Did I get that right? The Sisters of the Traveling Mystics, that's right. Well, they are going to do a sound bath healing event. So that will be beautiful. Again, starts at 7. It's free of charge, but we appreciate donations. We pay the rent there, so anything you want to chip in and help with that will be awesome. So join us there Monday night at 7 to 9. Our country this week is Sri Lanka, so join us in sending love and good energy and thoughts of peace to Sri Lanka as we say these words together. May peace prevail in Sri Lanka. May peace prevail on earth. May peace prevail in me. Thank you, Spirit. A reminder, our next week we begin our topic of duality. I sort of thought that was timely seeing what all is going on in the world these days. So, and Shaman Jerry Nedesheim is going to be our first speaker on that. And with the incomparable Jennifer Farron. So tune in for that. We are a nonprofit. We have bills to pay, and if you would like to tithe and help with that, help us continue this mission of many paths to one divinity, go to www.peopleofdiversity.org, and there's a donate button in the middle of the page, and you can make a one-time offering, or you can set up a regular tithe, and all of that, every little bit is greatly appreciated. Thank you. All right, we're going to end the service with our healing circle. Bring to your mind's eye any person, place, thing, situation. There's plenty of things in the world right now that can use our good energy and our love and our thoughts. So let's listen to this last song together. Send your energy out there into the circle. And don't forget to get some on you. And thank you for being with us. And we will see you next time. Bye.
One power, one power, one power, one power, one power, one power. There's one power invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth, as simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. One power.